Hello everyone and welcome to this video where I'm going to be showcasing someone else's build. I don't do this often, but what really caught my eye is the compatibility with the QTACH system that was developed by Zynoa, helped on by Lord Bison, and finalized by myself. So this QTACH front connector system is super versatile, and I'll be showing you that in a second. But before I do that, just take a look at this design. Like, I absolutely love the shape of the lights. This kind of V-shaped grille almost looks like an Alfa Romeo front. You could see the engines in there, or the cylinders. It has sort of another, or I think that's continuous, and then it has a massive rear bed for all kinds of stuff. So just a fantastic looking design with tons of detail, tons of effort. I'll be showing some of the things that I like, but first let's take a look at the creation page. Funny enough, I came across this build in the official Stormworks vehicle showcase, and I saw just how it looked, and I didn't even realize at this point that it was even using the QTACH system. I loved the style, and you could see here some of the attachments, but I loved the style, loved the kind of photo booth effect that the developer XMPUFLUXH or FLUXH, not sure how to pronounce that in one big go, but that is the user's name. And you can just see through the screenshots, first of all, the background, I love proper use of lighting and whatnot, but look at this. So we have a beautiful front QTACH system, great cockpit, tons of kind of Lua coated screens or displays, all like properly coded, and not just that, properly showing the branding. So it has the right branding. You could see Axiom M1 on this, all sort of very high level coding. And if you scroll down here, you could see that it goes into some detailed explanation on what this does. Modular chassis. It has obviously a generator on board, and it has the QTACH system. So that is awesome. I actually went ahead and added it to my official collection because, for one thing, I find that while I have the one, I know Zynoa had made a couple more, and he's sort of waiting on me to finalize them. But until I finalize them, I do like the idea of one more creation being here, just because I sort of vetted it, tested it, and made sure that it works as intended with the QTACH system. And that's kind of what I look for, compatibility within my system, as well as a certain build standard. So it's not often I go ahead and put someone else's creations along my own collection. I hope you all can appreciate that I don't just blindly want to fill up the collection. I really want to vet creations that are built to sort of a standard that I would like to see with my own builds. Inside Stormworks, again, that front end just looks so good. Little cabin, nice branding, good use of labels. And inside the cockpit here, if we have the engine on already, if I go ahead and press W, I can get this thing going actually quite quick. And it does have the ability to gear up and gear down, so I'm not sure what that does. And you can see it has suspension on these lever arms, so we had something crazy going on with the wheel there, but it does perform really well with a lot of different terrain. So that's something I like. Obviously, there are design differences to my own builds that you don't see. I don't generally use the lights as such. I like to use the indicator versions, but that's okay. I think that this works very well for what it's supposed to. And what's really cool is the back has these connectors. I'm not quite sure what they are. I'm assuming they are by the designer of this creation, so the availability and ability to attach other types of systems, whereas like I said, we got the QTACH here on the front. On the side here, there's this display here too, that shows the generator. So currently it's offline, but presumably in here, if we come to a standstill, we could actually turn on the power generator mode, and then this display comes online. For me, the big thing is the compatibility with my QTACH system, and what I find is that this vehicle really does it fantastic. So let's turn on the generator mode, because I know that the power consumption of this unit is substantial when we have the drill mode on. It just has a motor and it takes up a lot of power. But look at this. So we got the displays here, the camera, all this. If you're dumping or drilling, it shows what you're doing here. I just need to go ahead and get this on. So it says optimal. So we're having ourselves power coming out. And now with that, I can hit the road and try to do some drilling. Now, oh, handbrake is on. There we go. Love the maneuverability of this vehicle. For something so large, it works very nicely with these wheels and the suspension and whatnot. Okay, so we have some minerals there on the wall. Let's try to get over to that and see if we can mine it. So I gotta lift this up, tilt this downward. Alright, and let's position ourselves right in front of that. And we'll hit drill. And let's see. 1, perfect. 2, we're getting minerals. 5, 6, we are collecting minerals, folks. So it makes me really happy to see kind of compatibility within the different vehicles that use a system that I've developed, whether it's the QTACH or HGS trailer system or the trains or whatever the case may be. I really do like to create an environment where others could benefit and utilize and make sort of one vehicle that could do multiple things rather than having to make different vehicles for each thing. So I really like that. Now you can see we are wasting a fair bit of power from this, so I'm gonna turn that power generator. I think I turned it off because I thought that's why we weren't moving, but it was really because I had handbrake on. So I could see that it's charging up quick now. Nice. So the drill does need a fair bit of power, and you can see this vehicle more than certainly can create the right amount of power that you need. So this is a fantastic unit. I suggest you check it out if you are interested in using the QTACH environment and kind of making something that could, getting a vehicle that could use and benefit from this system. Because I have some, but you can always use more, I'm sure. So that is all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to this designer user who made this creation using the QTACH system. I find that very fascinating. And thanks to each and every one of you for commenting, participating, letting me know if I've done something actually wrong. In the comments actually for the train video, some users pointed out some mistakes, so I quickly re-uploaded the train tutorial. And of course, a huge thank you to my supporters. Thank you for the extra bit of support you give, and for that you are hopefully rewarded in a fair way. Until next time, happy Stormworks, everyone.